Welcome guys, today I have for you a Brown & Sharpe 1020U. This machine is wired for 220 volts. And to start off with, the U stands for universal. So that means we do have the ID spindle along with our OD spindle. All you have to do is just swing it down. And also our head also rotates, pivots. So to start off with, let me just demonstrate our internal spindle. You just want to switch our option over and then you're basically ready to go. With the start button, that also turns on the hydraulics as well for the rest of the machine. If you were in a certain position over here, you'd be able to start doing the crossfeed and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm just demonstrating the ID spindle. Once I get to the OD spindle, we'll go ahead and check out the other features. So I will turn that off right now. Just give that a second so it slows down and isn't totally dangerous to move. So right here, while this is slowing down, is going to be basically how we run our headstock along with getting our table to move left and right. So we do have the jog feature right here. And then we also do have it for whenever we get our cycles going, to where this just turns on automatically with our start button. This would all have to start with hydraulics going. So now that this slowed down, I'll bring it up, lock it in with its little pin, and now we're ready to move on. So right now I have the machine set up to go left and right and have my headstock going, along with the external wheel. So in this position, it won't down feed unless we go ahead and tell it to with this little knob in the middle. Once we back off the wheel a little bit, once we press start, you can see that every single time we hit left or right, we will down feed. And then it'll just come to a complete stop once we hit our zero. So over here, you'll see we have our dwell counters for both left and right. And then we have our on and off feed. So if you only wanted to feed on one side, you could go ahead and change that. So right up here is going to be our table speed, where we could slow it down, speed it up. This right here is going to be our feed rate. It's easier to change it with the machine off, but you just go ahead and give that a quick turn to whatever you want to feed down to. This machine can also be operated manually, simple as using our hand wheels, but again, we aren't going to be demonstrating that right now. So off to the right, you will see that we do have the coolant tank. Plug it in and it turns on with the machine. And that's essentially it to this machine. Again, it's just going to feed down to its zero, its little stop right here, which it's done right now, so it won't feed down anymore. If we go ahead and lift that up, we're able to bring our head in or out in any which direction. And then whenever you're done, you'll just go ahead, stop our crossfeed, and stop everything so we're ready to load up our next part. So again, this is going to be this is going to be the Brown & Sharpe 1020U wired for 220 volts. Thank you.